you talk a little bit about the defense you just faced?
Pretty good. Yeah, I thought we did a decent job of breaking it down, and we didn't have a ton of turnovers that led to much for them. That's usually their game, is to get out and get a ton of fast break points. I thought we did a pretty good job with that. The hardest part of all of it is how fast it happens. Then when you deal with that, how long they are at the basket. Like, and it's not just one kid, it's every kid. So if you get an advantage here, you move this kid, then so every time you get anywhere near the rim, you're dealing with something you're really not used to dealing with. So if you watch that back, I bet we were in there 20, 25 times and just couldn't finish. If we finish half those, it's a completely different game. I think, the 1 in a million that we needed was to be able to make layups we don't normally make against that good of a team. I think we did everything else we were capable of controlling. But we just, it's not because they didn't want to. It's just, it's really hard. I'm proud of it. It's really hard.
If you can talk about, there's a lot of tipped entry passes and other things like that, where they really couldn't get anything, really get into the ball in the offense very good. Can you talk about what makes them so tough?
They're strong, they're big. It's just a different environment to be in, and a lot of the girls that I had guarding me, weren't that strong, weren't that big, so it was something new for me, and I think if I just adjust a little bit more, it would have been a different outcome.
First half, you had to be pretty pleased with.
We were.
Down by 8, and then, that's good for you.
Yeah, and then, they're gonna make a run, and I think we came out the second half and held them pretty good. And then it's just, eventually you gotta find a way to get the ball in the basket, and we just couldn't do it. We couldn't do it. To miss that, to score 27 points and keep them basically under 50, it's pretty impressive for these kids, because that means it's transition after transition and we talked about before the game, one of the hardest things to stop is when you miss a layup, because now you got one person under the rim, right? And then you got the best kids in the state attacking back the other way. Our kids just flew back and grinded and battled and did everything they could as many times as they could in a row. And we just needed to make a few more baskets. But it was like you said, the rhythm, right? Shooting and scoring is about rhythm and timing. And when they throw all that off, and then you just need to make great individual plays, and they almost did. They almost did. If you saw it a few more times, you probably could get to 40. A few more times, maybe 42. You know what I mean? It's hard. It's hard. They're really good.
Lauren, what was your thoughts about playing against them?
I knew it'd be a challenge. I think we did, like he said, everything we could defensively. Just offense, it's hard when they're huge. We've got all these 5'7", we probably average like 5'8" on our team, and they probably average 6'1". So got all these short people going in trying to score over trees, and it's kind of hard.
Were your legs getting tired? The other coach thought that you had to work so hard and track meet up and down, and she thought that might be why your shooting wasn't so good.
Yeah, I mean, two games back-to-back nights is hard on the legs, and as games go on, I guess legs get tired, and you got to remember that when you're shooting. But.
All right, any other questions? All right, thank you for coming down.